Shut up. What's up? Look who's back. Back again. Go tell a friend it's Sunday night. New time. New date. Same show. Let's talk about a podcast where we let you choose the topic. Whatever you want to talk about, we talk about. That's what we do. The link is at the bottom of the screen if you want to join the show. Looking for a co-host. Can't find one anywhere. Every week, this guy. Every fucking week, this guy. So here I am solo by myself again. Let's talk about a podcast. Again, why that says episode 2, not sure. It's supposed to be episode 26, but the link's in the bottom of the screen. I'll pop it up. This is episode 26. The link is right there. If you want to come holler at your boy, I'm your boy. Come holler at your boy. If you don't want to come on the show, you can put the comments through the comment section. Anything you want to talk about, we talk about. Try to put this podcast together so we can stop losing friends and family to bad Facebook comments. We just have conversations, man. We may not agree at the end. We may disagree at the end. We may storm off, walk off the show. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So it happens. But at the end, it's always a great podcast. So put your comments in the comment section. We'll answer them as best we can. If you want to email the show, ltapodcast2020@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. So that's it, and that's that. You come in the show. We got a couple people already in. Mickey already showing the love. Who fucking cares? My mom always checking in like a fucking soldier. Next podcast, she will be sitting. She probably won't. The following podcast, she'll be sitting right here with us. Shout out to the OGs, Mickey Wright and June Hardenberg, for stepping in. It's easy as that. Got 5 live viewers right now. You can watch the show and not tell us who you are. You could man the fuck up and say hi. Say something in the comments so we can see who you are. But shout out to the 5 live viewers. Just finished the draft thing. TJ Bell texted me on a Sunday about fantasy football. He forgets that today's Let's Talk About It. So apparently Scott got a little bit too much hate mail. Disappeared off the face of the earth last week. Tried to contact him. Didn't want to come on. He said he just got to get his head together. So I thought a week will be good enough. We may be doing auditions for a new co-host because this guy is just so wishy-washy. You never know. Wait, hold on a second. Okay. Check this out. I take all that shit back. Look, Scott is actually on his way home from Tennessee, just landed, literally just got gas at the Sheets on Airport Road. Shout out to everybody that knows where that is. You local folks. And he looks like he's in his car on his way home. And he said, bring this shit, bitch. Scotty, too hotty from the front seat.
What's up, man?
Look at that. We even got Mickey Wright laughing his ass off, you know what I'm saying? And that's hard to do. What's up, boy?
Man, I am I'm glad to be home, I tell you.
Damn,
Fucking traveling in COVID time.
Oh shit. Here we go. This motherfucker.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. You know, I've been wearing a mask since
Thursday.
Well, no. Today I've been wearing one since about what?
First of all, do me a favor for 1 second. Shut the fuck up. We lost your camera again. It looks like you're in jail. So I'm gonna remove you as soon as you get home. You fucking get on this bitch. Oh, now you're back. Look at that. Out of jail. Why aren't you home yet? You drive like a bitch. You were at Sheets fucking 20 minutes ago. It's 10 minutes away.
I'm not driving.
Oh.
You just
my bad.
My wife who's sitting right here beside me, by the way.
My bad. Unless you got those, unless you stopped at Sheets and got those fried pickles or those damn mozzarella stick chunks, Wisconsin cheese chunks. I don't want to hear it. You should be home by now.
I've been going 60 down there for Drive.
So what?
Yeah, she's trying to make me throw up.
Does Mickey? Scott's got
the meat stomach, so we're going slower.
Oh,
no, we're in and out.
Oh, you had a meat hangover? You had a meat hangover?
I man, I don't know. Oh, hangover?
A little bit.
A little. Honestly, it's more of a. I've, I've eaten a lot of meat the last few days. There's been barbecue and steak and hamburgers
Because you
cooked.
were because you were in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta eat meat in Tennessee.
But
A lot of meat.
I think I overdid it.
Speaking of meat, look at TJ Bell checking in with Roadhead from the
Roadhead.
airport. Because you're not
Uh,
driving. That would be pretty
no,
impressive on
see,
her
look,
part.
there's the wife. There's
Look, I'm just telling you, if she was able to do that and drive you home, keep her. You know what I'm saying?
It did.
Hey, my mom said it was flooding down there. Y'all had to deal with
um,
that. Oh, you got to be on some fucking T-Mobile, fucking Sprint, fucking Google Pixel, fucking phone or some shit. We're like losing you horribly. What'd she say? Don't care.
She said we're on.
Yo, Gory Eye beats me. Tushy didn't get by that camera. Yo, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad you noticed that shit. I can't get it to focus. I think it's because I'm wearing the 40. It's like trying to focus on my wording. Before the show, I was trying to fix it. I did, Mickey. Said cut himself off. Yo, Gory Eye Beast, what's up? It's Sunday. We supposed to be meeting the family. What up, though? I'll put the link in the comments. Oh shit. Hold on a second. Link in the comments, son, from my man TJ motherfucking Bell. All right, I put it in the comments and I will put the link up on the screen. There it is, boy. Yeah, so let's talk about it now, dog. While I was talking about Scott. Oh yeah, mine. If you don't notice, mine's all fuzzy. And what's up? Don't be trying to get at Gory IBs. We supposed to meet the fam. What up, though? We gonna meet the fam or what? I've been super excited about this. You said you're off on Sundays. I want to talk to your wife. I want to talk to your daughter that has a daughter or a daughter that has a son. What's up, man? You said you were gonna come on, and it was gonna be family night. And obviously, I need a co-host. So Gory IBs, bring your ass on. TJ Bell sent me his fantasy team, and he wants me to tell him how he did. Just finished the draft. Think I did okay. He got whoa. Why is it positioned like that? Oh, maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. When you mention his name, this motherfucker shows up like a genie in a bottle, baby. What up, though? What's happening? Oh, no, I ain't got no connection with you either. Some shit happened to me the other week when I tried to return on LTE.
What's happening?
I don't know. What's up, boy?
None. Out in the shop.
I was looking at your fantasy team. So it looks pretty stacked, but so your quarterback is Ryan Tannehill?
No, it's Kyler Murray.
Oh, where the fuck is he at? If you ain't Kyler Murray, where you at? I don't see no Kyle Murray.
Yeah, I start my. I mean, I got Tannehill too, but he's on the bench.
Oh, the bench. Here we go.
You're looking at the bench picture.
I didn't. Oh, yeah, I didn't open it all the way. Yeah, so you got Kyle Murray, Kamara, Jonathan Taylor,
yeah.
Robert Woods, Stephon Diggs, Jonu Smith, Sutton, AJ Green in the building. Not bad. You don't have to draft a defense. That's bullshit. Your
You got
defense
to start one. You don't got to draft one. So I got to drop somebody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same with mine. Ryan Tannehill, the backup. Williams, Gaskin, Dillon, Anderson, and is that Mike Williams?
I mean, I'll end up. Yeah, I'm gonna end up starting Mike Williams over AJ Green. It's just the way I drafted it, stuck him.
Where were you? Where were you drafting? What position?
So that was the keeper league, but I was seventh. But that's the keeper league. So
yeah.
I got to keep. I got to keep Kamara in the first, Jonathan Taylor in the fourth, and Diggs in the seventh.
Oh yeah, you do that.
So
who was your first pick?
Yeah.
No, who was your first pick?
Robert Woods, actually. Robert Woods. But I took him in the second round. But I mean, that would have been pick. I mean, if you figure out, I mean, right off the dick, the top 30 players are gone.
That's what I'm saying.
So
as soon as you said it's a key drop, you can't even figure that out.
Yeah, it's tough.
He would never be drafted in the second round in a non-keeper.
Nah. Right. But like once you take out, I mean, it's a 10-team league, 3 keepers. When you factor in that,
I know you're loaded up, bro, but I'm doing a DFS league, a DFS season league this year. It might be only 10 of us.
I've actually never done it.
Yeah, I did it my first.
Are you talking about a daily league?
Yeah. I did it last year, and it was awesome, dude. I actually had way more fun with that league than I even paid attention to my other leagues. It's so awesome, and I want to do it with all of us that we all know. Like I'm in one. There's probably.
How's it go? I mean, how do you do it?
It's 25 people. Like the one that I was in last year, which they're also looking for somebody else too, because you can have as many as you want. I don't know if I like it. A lot of people, that many people, but it's hard. It's way harder, of course. It's like doing a fucking NCAA bracket with 10 people or doing one with 200. You know, it's just harder to win that shit. But I want to do 10 people. They do $40. It's like 21 people. And what happens is you set your lineup by 1 o'clock or whenever your shit goes off, just the same. And then it's total points. You're not playing against anybody. Whoever scores. So say there's 10 of us. Whoever scores in first place that week, scores the most points, gets 10 points. The second place person gets 9 points.
Okay.
All the way down to the last person.
So it's still salary cap, though.
Yes, it's salary cap. Yep. And we're going to use Fanduel. So far, I think I got 5.
I mean, I'm down.
At least 10. I mean, if we do $100, it's still that's good enough money to have just 10 people. I think it would be more fun with just 10 people than opening up to as many people as we want. You know. So I got 5 right now for sure.
I mean, I'm down. My only question would be like, since you did it last year, like with daily. Like the score has got to be close, right? Because the only way you can really win daily is if you have that one guy that happened to go off, right?
Nah, you can get your ass whooped. No, I thought so too. Nope, absolutely not. That's usually the first person, like you just said, someone that goes off. Usually the person that wins the week has 2 or 3 people that go off. So. Oh, he's saying hi to TJ.
I mean, I'm in. That's fine. I'll do it.
Yeah. And then what I do
is I'm down.
We keep it as it's like a spreadsheet, and every Tuesday he sends out a spreadsheet. I'm just gonna copy his spreadsheet, shout out. And that'll give us the standings. But it's a season long. You pay your money, and we pay out first, second, or third. First, second, and third.
So do you still pay every week since it's on FanDuel?
Nope. We set it up as a seasonal thing. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of set up as a point system.
So FanDuel will let you set up a seasonal thing on their site?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm in. I'm good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm down.
Same shit happened to me the other week when I tried to return on LTE. Oh, he don't have Wi-Fi. Fucking Canadians. I had a question. He actually got a piece of hate mail. The Canadian dude, have you met him yet? TJ?
No, but I've seen. I mean, I've seen them a couple times online.
Yeah. We actually got
Like
an
I
email.
was watching. I wasn't on, but I was watching.
We
The
actually got
pilot. He's a pilot, right?
Yeah, he's a pilot and he also works in a bank. And in his spare time he walks in a bank, but he is a pilot.
Oh
Definitely.
shit! Did you see the that tribute flag I did? The Sean Taylor joint.
Oh yeah, I did. I was actually wanting to share that the other day. Check this out. Sean Taylor flag. If you want one, let my boy know. TJ Woodworks on
That shit's
Facebook.
hard.
That shit is hard. And I hate the Redskins, but I do like Sean Taylor.
Yeah, it's actually the second Taylor one I've done.
Yeah,
Not like that.
I thought you did. I thought you did do one of those before.
Yeah, I did a Taylor one, but not that extreme. I'm working on this one now. This is different, but
That's the Virginia one. Yeah.
yeah, that bitch is big.
Who's that for? Hand pats?
Nah, it's actually going to a company.
Oh. Is it just? I can't really see it. Is it just Virginia with the American flag? There's something else.
Yeah, well, the company name is going across here,
Oh, okay.
so that's all I got on it so far. Though, but that bitch is big. It's tight. I like it.
Gory Eye Beast is paying attention. He said, "A pilot. I can barely drive a wheelbarrow." That's hilarious. No, I don't think we use wheelbarrows anymore. But check this out. The question was, I got a hate mail about Gory Eye Beast. First, they said that you need to change your YouTube name because it's stupid. That was one thing. And the other thing is, and on behalf of all Americans, I think we all want to know this. Why did you fuck up bacon? Like, why do you have to call Canadian bacon bacon? Oh, look at that, boy. Who Cares podcast shouts out. Damn. Let me see the back. Damn.
I can't get enough detail with the glare, but the back is solid. I mean, it's.
Oh.
I didn't put nothing on the back yet. I want to find out if they really want that, but
yeah,
that's just tough.
Good. Fuck yeah, that's just tough. That's awesome. See, that's the kind of work he does.
I'm digging this one. This is hard. I don't even play the guitar, but I kind of want to now because this bitch is nasty.
Yeah, it is. That shit is awesome. Chris is gonna love that shit. You're serious? They got hate mail. Yes, you got hate mail because they want to know why the fuck Canadians want to have the disrespect to bacon and fucking call Canadian bacon, which, by the way, is a circular piece of ham. Why you got to call it bacon?
Yeah, Canadian bacon is like thick bologna.
Yeah, it's not like. Sometimes
I mean, it's better than that. But
I like thick bologna, so you ain't hating nothing there.
You just like that thick meat.
I do like that thick meat.
I ain't going. Hey, how'd y'all do today? I meant to ask, how'd y'all do?
Who's us?
The Hornets.
We didn't play today.
I thought y'all played today.
No, we played on. We don't. Our season don't even start till after Labor Day. We have a scrimmage. If you want to come out Wednesday night. We scrimmage in those motherfucking Virginia fucking Vipers. Ashland versus Mechanicsville, baby. Wednesday night at the field, 6:00. That we'll get a true test. We'll get a true test and see where we're at then. Oh, damn, I'm gonna tell him too because he's a long time listener to the podcast. She said, "Tell whomever." Look, this is such a Canadian statement. Tell whomever wrote that shit there and used the proper fucking there. The load there again. There, mother should have swallowed. So
no, that's actually the wrong there. That's they are. That's still the wrong there.
It's still the wrong there because
it's still the wrong there. It should have been EIR.
Well, he said that in the second time, right? Load.
I can only see them as they're coming across, but yeah, the Y apostrophe RE is they are. So that says tell whomever wrote that shit, they are the load their mother should have swallowed. No, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's still right. Yeah, that's still right.
Look, because Gory Eye Beast is kind of like
No.
an Oakley Dokley motherfucker, so I'm sure
I
he
think
knows
that's.
what he's doing.
I think it's still wrong, but it still works.
Yeah.
They are there because there is possessive. That's not a possessive.
Let's skip the grammar for a second, and let's just go to. He starts the conversation with "tell whomever."
Whomever is really good.
That's very British, like, And then
No,
he ends it talking about a dude's mom should have swallowed a load. Like, it's so Canadian.
I feel like if you're going to go with whomever and then the correct there, you shouldn't go with shoulda. It should have been with should have.
Yeah.
Just finish the sentence strong. You started it with whomever instead of whoever, and then I think you could
liberal lesbians.
liberal lesbian,
and liberal atheists that live all through Canada.
Yeah,
that's where all my
people
are from. Your people are from North Africa, as we found out on the Who Cares podcast, and
my
people are from Canada, and they still need to
North African.
Change their bacon. Just say Canadian ham, bro. It's all gravy. Canadian ham.
Or just bacon. Just
done.
We don't need more words. Just bacon. Bacon is bacon. I don't care where it comes from.
Yeah, but that's the point of the person that got pissed off. It's not bacon. It's a slice of ham. So don't call it bacon because you're disrespecting bacon.
Yeah, I mean it's the same animal, but I mean whatever. I get it.
Yeah.
So fun fact: now that I'm getting the shop set up, I'm unpacking all the stuff I brought with me. And I'm finding all these pieces I carved a while ago that I forgot about. And now I'm just trying to find places to hang them all.
Damn.
Like my hammer, my Thor hammer, I found that.
Oh, I think you showed me that a long time ago.
Yeah, I carved it for fun, just for my own personal thing, and I packed it up when we moved and forgot about it, and I started opening up boxes. Like, oh shit, we gotta hang that up. Look at all these pieces just hanging up in here.
Damn right. So, are you gonna finish it, or are you gonna leave it like that? Like, are you drywalling it?
So my plan is this: I got the AC hung up, and that bitch is right. Like I'm 75. Love it. I'm still steadily putting stuff up. I just now put up one of my small compressors. I got the spot. That CNC is up. I got the table for the other one. I'm torn on finishing the walls because in my old shop I didn't have a lot of room. So what I did was I was using like 2x4s in the walls to actually put like a shelf so I can maximize all the room that I had. So I don't know. I have more room, so I don't have to do that, but I kind of feel like I should probably still maximize it. The only reason to finish the inside is for insulation, honestly. And I guess they just built it really fucking good, but if I let it, when I came out today, now this was around 1 in the afternoon. I mean, I think it was 92 in here. After 30 minutes, the AC got it down to 85. And I mean, within an hour, it was 76, 75. So I don't think I have to finish it. It's built really well. So.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
But if you throw insulation and drywall in there, that's just gonna work so much more efficiently, that unit.
It will, yeah, it will. I mean, I've got insulation up in the ceiling, all the joists all along. So I mean, I don't really know, but I mean, I got obviously got the games going, so.
Yeah,
I just got so much more room, man. It's insane. I can actually walk up. What's up?
I was gonna say, don't show me the screen. I'm recording it. I'm watching it after the podcast.
I didn't hear what you said. I lost you.
I said, don't show me the screen. I'm recording the
Oh,
game and I'm watching
well, I
it
mean,
after the podcast.
you ain't missed nothing yet.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
So I mean, it's just crazy. Like I have so much more room now. Like it's in the old shop, I couldn't even walk. Like I could walk in the door, and I had like a 2 foot section straight to the back, and even then I had to move stuff to work. And now I got shit just sitting in the middle of the floor, like, and I can just walk around it. So happy, dude. I can get so much done now, and I'm not all cramped up. Very, very happy.
Did you see your boy? Did you see your boy? We'll put the first topic up so people can see it, and then we'll go to see his review. He said they don't. I guess we call it Canadian bacon. He said, whoever said that ain't never been to Canada because nobody calls that silly ass meat disc bacon. So we call it that shit. So that's on us.
Yeah.
I'll let the viewer know. It makes sense. We're calling it Canadian bacon. So I guess the follow-up question would be, so for that piece of meat that you're talking about, nobody in Canada would just call that bacon. Like your bacon is just like our bacon? That's what you're trying to tell me? And get some fucking Wi-Fi so you can come on the podcast, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know what, like, I mean, it comes from the, all right, so 2 cuts of meat, I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, there's a lot of different cuts of meat that come from cows. We don't call them all just beef.
There's a pork chop and there's bacon, but we don't call them fucking the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
Pork loin.
I don't know.
Anyway.
So what's up with Scott? Scott's in Tennessee?
No, he should be home by now. He was riding home from the airport. Yeah, he's just getting back from Tennessee. I think
What's he doing in Tennessee?
He went to lay to rest his wife's father. And while they're there though, but I want him to come on because he went to Graceland. I don't know if you saw the pictures on Facebook, but they went to Graceland. They did a bunch of stuff, and it was like crazy flooding down there. So I was really about to get into it, and then I kicked him off because his fucking phone sucks. You know, he's that guy. It's like, I get a Google Pixel, and I'm not using Verizon. I'm not using Apple. I'm going to use this fucking Dollar Tree Pixel fucking phone.
I mean, whatever.
Oh, shit.
No.
He said, hold on. My boy said, hold on. He must be coming in. And then I shout out to Keith on Facebook Messenger. Shout out to Keith McCartney. He hasn't been on in a while. He won't even fucking answer me back. I don't know what happened. One day, while we had our little misunderstanding that same week, he came into the podcast and then shot himself out to pay me back for you. Like, he took your side. And then I never saw him again. He's like, I just want you
to know. Was that the same week that me and you had a disagreement?
Yeah. It was like, we were talking about that, and he came on and he was like, honestly, I think it was a dick move. And then he removed himself, and I've never seen him since. It's like, damn, dude.
So I did correct myself with that incident, though.
Yeah, the following,
because I went back and watched it.
I don't
like
think he watched
if it would have went down the way I remembered it going down, then it was a dick move. But
yeah. And I told you that from the jump. I was like, yo, that would have been a dick move for sure. Like, and I'm not even that much of a dick, bro. But anyways, you see this shit, you see this shit in Afghanistan, bro?
I mean, yeah.
What the fuck? You say yeah, like it ain't shit?
I mean, it's not.
I mean, people want to blame whose fault it is and who signed the paperwork and who didn't sign the paperwork. I don't give a fuck about that. I want to know, what do you think we can do now? What do we do? Do we go in there on a big old one more mission and clear the airport, get everybody we want out of the country, then leave them the fuck alone? Or we just say fuck them and leave them the fuck alone? And they kill everybody.
I mean, so this is actually a tricky one for me. Normally, when it comes to political or even wartime stuff, I'm pretty straightforward on my opinions. And this one has been hard because we've been doing this through 4 different presidents. Like, we went over there with Bush.
20 years.
Yeah. So, I mean, And everybody has said, every one of them has said, well, we're going to bring our troops home. So, like, I don't think there was an easy way that anybody could have ever done it. And I'm not saying that to try to, like, defend Biden. He's going through his own shit right now as far as, like, the backlash he's catching for it. All right, that didn't work. That was too much light. But I can't think of a better way to do it. But again, for 20 years,
I know
we went over there. We went over there when I was in high school.
Whoa! First of all, wow! I didn't know you were that young. Second of all, wait.
I mean, I'm 40. How old are you?
I'm 43.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Maybe 44. You were in high school?
I mean, 20 years ago.
In
oh no! All right, so I got out of the military 2 months before 9/11.
You got out?
I just do it. Yeah, I got out of the military 2 months before 9/11.
Listen to this shit. We just got live hate mail and was like, yo, if you're going to replace Scott, please don't let it be TJ Bell.
I mean, I'm okay with this.
We ain't got to worry about it, sweetheart, because there's my man. No matter what. He was just in Tennessee this morning. Drove from the airport. Flew on fucking 16 different flights, and who the fuck is still here? So all you hate mail and ass motherfuckers, eat a dick. Look who's back.
Eat several dicks.
But all right, so I want to know who said get rid of me, though. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine, but is it because I said Biden?
No, I think. Well, let's get back on topic. I'm sorry, Scott, you're late. Would love to hear about your fucking trip, but you already fucked up. And we will get back to your trip. However, he was just saying that he couldn't think of a better way for it to happen. And I know Trump signed the paperwork in May, or for them to be released in May instead. We extended it. But you don't think there's been a better, like he couldn't have had a better evacuation plan?
So let me ask you this. If the plan was, you know what, we're going to send over 2 C-130s and we're going to bring out half of everybody now. And then in a month and a half, we're going to do 2 more, bring out half more. And a month and a half later, at the end of the day, by the time that entire process was done, the same exact people are going to say, fuck you, you messed it up because some random thing would have gone wrong. That being said, if Trump would have done the same thing, the same exact argument would have happened. Like that's why I legitimately think there was no good way of doing this, no matter how you do it.
I heard, what's her name? McEnany?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
McEnany. She just not Marjorie Taylor Greene. McEnany. Saying, what are you saying? Same shit. So you know the smoking hot chick that was his something, and I was hoping that after the Trump dynasty fell, that she would just fall and she would have like an OnlyFans page or fucking be on fucking Playboy or something. But she's still fucking yakking her mouth on TV, and she was like, "Oh, we had a plan. This 100% would not have happened under Trump." And there's no way to prove that. My point is, like you just said, the reason why it didn't work is we thought that they had the Afghan army to help, and as soon as we left, they left.
They dipped. Yeah, they dipped out.
I think that.
But I don't think that would have been different 2 years ago. I think it would have happened. I think as soon as we said we are leaving.
Yeah, so Trump too. So if Trump won the presidency and on May 1st he did it instead, you think the same exact thing would have happened?
Same fucking thing would have happened.
Scott, do you think the same fucking thing would have happened?
Oh, I know. I mean, I think the best case scenario was that it turned out like it did under Trump. No, I'll be honest though. I'm a little behind on this stuff. But I was talking with Michelle and I were talking with what?
Hold on, just one second.
What are you doing?
1 second.
I don't know.
He gets so mad.
Ask my opinion.
He's checking his OnlyFans account now that porn's going away. McEnany's still not on there.
I know. I wish he was.
I mean, I'd watch it.
I'm just saying, in case you missed it, I just want to fill you in.
Man, don't show that video, dude. That shit is. I know. Dude, I really hate that video. I'm not a fan.
Is it fake?
No, it's real, and it sucks.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, that's not even the full one. Scott, have you seen the full version of this video?
No, it's coming.
No.
It's coming.
The plane takes off, and people are falling off of the landing gear.
Right there. To the death. All three of them.
This shit is terrible, dude.
They held on. I can't believe, I'm not trying to make light of it, but see how high that plane is? I can't believe that dude made it that far.
That is
I
crazy.
thought at takeoff they would just fall.
Yeah. So, all right. But
the level of desperation that it takes to hold on to an airplane,
God, that's crazy.
Hoping you can get somewhere, like I hate that fucking video. I can't.
Yeah. Well, we So what we were talking to Michelle's. We had breakfast with Michelle's sister and brother-in-law this morning, and they're both retired Air Force. And so we asked about this, and they are actually they're Trumpers, but their thoughts were it probably could have gone better, but it didn't. You know, there's no guarantee that it's gone any better. You know, that there probably could have been some things done better, but they weren't really assigning blame either. So
that's about as close as you're going to get to and I mean, no disrespect, but as far as that's like when my wife gets mad at me and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to tell you you're right, but it probably could have ended differently if we would have done it like this. Like that's the best case scenario. Like it's not a cop out, but it's sort of a cop out, but not really. It's like I don't have an explanation for you to where I can tell you definitively something would have been different.
Maybe it's because we live in America and we have this. Like when I fucking just asked right before Scott got on, I asked TJ Bell about it. He damn near rolled his eyes like, oh, this, like it's so normal. So what I thought about is there's about 48,000 troops that was in Afghanistan for the United States, but right by their side there was about 3 Canadian, and let's get their perspective. Let's see what a Canadian thinks.
All 3 of them, huh?
All 3 of them. What's up, boy?
Who's that guy?
This is a Canadian bootleg co-host.
Okay.
This is from our friend from Canada. His name is Gory-Eyed Beast, which some of our fans hate that and they want.
Evidently so. So now I'm going to be the Canadian bootleg co-host.
Yeah, I like that. Hey.
Oh, is that the guy that leaves like in a matter of seconds when it's time to clock in?
Yep.
Okay, fair.
Yo, and real talk,
I've never been on with him, so I don't know. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He looks so much better without the mask on. Usually he has an ugly ass mask on his face. Pretty good looking cat. Look at him. He looks like Tony Romo. He looks like Tony Romo. Like right now.
Sort of Romo-ish with some Canadian bacon. He's a little bit bigger than Romo.
Hold on, I forgot. We forgot. We're on one continent, but we're in 2 countries now, and he doesn't get all of our jokes. He didn't even know who Cuomo was, so he might not even know who Romo is.
And I've been taking shit for it ever since. Holy cow.
Listen.
It took Cuomo.
You've been watching long enough. Nobody gets away with it. You always take shit forever and ever. Amen.
It took Cuomo to fucking sexually molest 7 different women for him to finally know who the fuck he was. So he does know who Tony Romo is, right?
That's unfortunate. It's bad when a governor or senator has to molest 7 people, but a president can molest dozens. And we
Here we go. Here we go.
That's fine. That's fine.
We're gonna storm off the show again.
That's
Here
fine.
we go.
That's fine.
I'll be right. You know what? I'm so sick of this shit. I can't take this shit anymore.
He just got butthurt in the room with himself.
Oh man. So what? Yeah, what is your take on things there, Dave? Right? It's David.
Yeah, I kind of jumped in there because I showed up. We sort of backtracked about the hate mail and the Canadian bacon and shit. But
Yeah, he got his first piece of hate mail, Scott.
What?
Yeah.
What was it?
They
hate my name and they're dissing on Canadians for something.
They said grow up and change your name from Gory Eye Beast to anything else on YouTube. And they said that
please, is that what they really said?
Please, yes, for the love of Christ, please, for the love of Christ is what they said. So a real religious person sent this hate mail to you. I know you're
But they don't believe
you know who it is, but you're just not saying.
Yeah, but they don't believe in Christ in Canada or regular bacon.
And he
so
said,
it's
how dare them call
everything's off the table. Christ and bacon are off the table.
Bacon. Like
the two main things that we need in Virginia: Christ and bacon.
You ain't gonna.
You're not down with.
So what I'm saying, they get fucking crazy with that shit around here, and they just want you to change the name to not be bacon.
Oh.
That's what they
go
want.
ahead and change my name to actually put anything else underneath my face. Then that'll make them happy.
All right.
We should put.
I don't know if we're about making people happy necessarily. That's a stretch.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing. If anything, it's going to be worse.
I swear.
Yeah.
You know,
it'd be like Antichrist, non-bacon lover.
Anything
else?
Oh, there it is. That's right.
That's it.
That works.
That's
Hey, check it out. We do want to get your perspective, and this is for real, complete.
Yeah, real talk.
One question: do you know? Two questions: do you know anybody? Did you lose anybody of your friends or family in Afghanistan? And two, how many did you know that went? Like, is it a common thing like it is here, or you guys barely have anybody going over there?
Okay, just like most of you, as far as I can tell, I have a pretty limited military background. I was in the reserves for about 3 years. When I was there, the Gulf War was going on, and because I was okay, well then you asked.
Did he kick himself?
He did. I don't know what
I hit the wrong button. He was trying to kick me.
I think
hit the wrong fucking button, G.
Why the hell did you ask then?
I'm interested in the rest of the story. Go.
So am I. First off, I have no background. What is your real name, please?
Dave.
Dave. Okay. TJ is mine. So we're good.
Yep. And but anyway, so I didn't get involved in I was out of the Army by the time the Afghanistan thing was going on. So yes, I know soldiers that went, but Canada's only been in a supporting role. So I've fortunately not lost anybody, or it hasn't touched my life in that way. No, none of my family has lost anybody, and I'm thankful, knock on wood, for that. But hell of a thing though, people falling off airplanes and all that. They're trying to flee the country. It's like, wow.
Shit is fucking devastating. Yeah, G is Navy and I'm Air Force. Scott's just a badass. Scott's just a everyday badass. He's like Rambo.
I was in air defense.
Yeah. So I mean,
I was in a secret unit.
Yeah, I just can't comprehend that video. I don't like looking at it. I don't like it. It's the one video that everybody puts up that shows the
desperation of the whole thing.
The desperation, the seriousness, and I hate it. I can't stand it. I'm not even like a bleeding heart anything. That video, it reminds me of the people jumping out of the towers. I don't like, it makes me think, what would I do? Like, my wife saw it and she's like, I can't watch this. We have little kids. And she's like, what would you do if we had to get out of our country? And I was like, I guess we'd hang on to the side of a fucking plane. Knowing damn good and well that is not gonna work. Like, any reasonable, even if you have no concept of the way aircraft works.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever held your hand out of a window at a car before? You can't hold on to the outside of a plane to survive.
if the wind shear doesn't get you, the temperature will, the lack of oxygen will, the fucking landing gear will retract.
Mhm.
There's any number of things that will happen to where that was not a logical solution, but the desperation level was so high. Fuck it, I'm gonna try.
Well,
I can't comprehend that level of desperation. I mean, I've got very little kids, and I don't know.
To keep it topical, if you're on that very famous clip of people falling off the plane, in the related clips, you'll see these pictures of desperate women trying to chuck their babies up and over the wall in hopes that they get out of the country before the Taliban shows up. That to me is harder to watch because we have a ton of little kids too. My wife won't even let me turn that shit on. Like, and nobody wants to see people giving up their babies in hopes, chuck them over a wall and hope that how desperate are you at that point? Like,
I think you're talking about the same video I'm about to reference. There was a bunch of U.S. soldiers grabbing babies over like barbed wire, and then the first thing that the news said was, just so you know, that baby was later reunited with its family. It's like, I don't need to be coddled. First off, I believe that maybe, right. I believe that maybe 50%, maybe, but like, I can't, and the Taliban is doing these crazy, like PR blitzes, we love everybody, and they've got people on the streets doing interviews, and it's like you can see the people that are like, I love how things are going right now. Everything is glorious. Thank you, everybody, for taking care of us. Please don't kill me on the street. It's so monotone and just.
Well, they want them to stop fleeing so that they can get the borders closed. It's pretty clear.
Yeah,
we're the nice Taliban. Don't everybody run. We want you to all sit tight until we close the borders down. That seems.
So that being said, I do have a question, and I'm very curious and I'm very serious. The Taliban, the new leadership of the Taliban, is reaching out to world leaders saying, look, the way things were done in the past with our regime is different than the way we want to do things. Do we believe that? Should we believe that?
Yes, we believe it because it's been going on for 20,000 years. The Russians tried to go in there. They fucking leave them alone. Leave them alone. I understand
kind of where I'm at.
The people that helped us for the last 20 years, I think they should do, like I said earlier, do one last mission, get them peeps out of there, and fucking let them do what the fuck they want to do, bro.
I am going to say this since you brought up the Russians. And I don't know a ton about this, but if you guys,
Russia and China were first in line to have talks with the Taliban as soon as they came in. Sorry, Scott, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, we engineered the conflict between Russia and Afghanistan. The United States engineered that because we knew.
Here we go.
No, it's true, dude.
No, we didn't make America great again, Merca. No, we did not, sir.
And well, you're telling me when were the Russians in Afghanistan?
80s.
Take your mask off. Don't get a shot.
70s and 80s.
Oh, no. All right.
I agree 100% what you're saying. Anybody that disagrees with that is an idiot. I agree with you 100%. But the vast majority of people are like, no, we would never do that. Take your mask off. Don't get a shot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's the same people.
Well, it's fucking history.
You hate them people, TJ. You hate those people. You mention them every time.
I do.
We engineered.
I hate.
We engineered the conflict. Yeah, we engineered that conflict because we knew that it would eat Russia's resources for years to come. It would be very difficult for them to get out of, and it would weaken them as a foe against us. We knew this about the whole region there. And then 20 years after they get out, or whatever it was, we get ourselves in there, and we knew better. That's just the fucking thing. It's just so stupid to me that we knew that it was a quagmire that was not easily escaped from, and we followed into the trap that we set for the Russians. It was just.
Well, I mean, imagine if it were the other way around. Imagine if they came to America and took over for 20 years. And those of us, and I know this would never happen, but those of us, let's say you three were part of the resistance and went out into the woods somewhere. And then suddenly they get up on the plane and they leave one day. You guys come back out of the woods to take back over your old lives and families and stuff. None of the people from America are going to go, oh, there they are, shoot them. They're going to be like, hey, buddy, it's their people. It's surprising that that everyone's so damn surprised that they took over so quick. It's their homies. Of course they came back in and left.
And Scott would be shirtless.
Well, I shouldn't have used you guys in the example, but you see what I mean.
Yeah, I would not be shirtless. I couldn't do it. I can't do it now. I got a dad bod.
Dad bods are
Scott
hot,
has a
bro.
but Scott's got a granddad bod. He's gone past that. He's
Jesus Christ. Let me tell you what.
We're back at
I
this
ate
again.
so much food this past weekend. I'm not taking my shirt off for nobody.
Yeah, but you don't fucking gain no weight, Scott.
I do.
Shout out
I
to
know.
your sister. Your sister's here. Shout out to Erin Michelle. She's on the show once
Booyah.
again. She was on last week. Shout out to Craig Robinson. Took time out for Fox filming all his commercials to come in. Can we get a refund? That was a
I
lot
thought
of
we
money.
only made
Yeah,
that joke when Mysterio was
$2
on.
trillion. $2 trillion we spent. $2 trillion. I
In
want y'all to
Afghanistan?
think about for 1 second how much 1 trillion is. Scott, can you tell us what one? You know the Canadians use pesos, but you tell us what it is.
A trillion,
Well,
is
a
1
trillion
million
American
million.
is like $1.5 trillion Canadian. So,
Exactly.
no, a trillion is 1,000 billion.
1 million million.
1
It's a
million
million.
If you had a $1 million
bro.
bill and you had 1
That's
million
right.
of them, that's a trillion.
So you got $1 billion and then 1 million of those, and they
No,
did that
you
twice.
have 1 million of a million, not 1 million of a
Yes,
billion. You have 1,000 of a
that's it.
billion.
Yeah, sorry, 1,000 of a million.
Yeah,
1,000 million.
No, 1,000 of a billion, 1 million of a million. Is that right?
A pile of money.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's
All right,
how much
hold
money
on.
you
It
spent to
doesn't
get
matter.
Craig Robinson on the
Point
podcast.
I
is-
thought it was just like 1 million. I thought it was 999,999,999 dollars.
Oh.
Plus
Oh.
1. That's a billion.
Right.
And then multiply
And,
that times
trillion is
1,000.
1,000 of those.
Yes,
Jesus
correct.
Christ, that's a lot of money. We could have free health care for those 20 years. I know that.
Oh, yeah. Fucking easy.
Easy money.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah,
Well-
come on, talk about it, Canadian
Okay,
boy.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
do
yeah.
you guys,
Right,
still,
tell you
do you
what.
guys still do have Canadian pennies? Because when I was a kid, I'm not kidding. I used to have
They
Canadian
actually
pennies.
just got rid of pennies like a couple of years ago. But
Oh.
if you is sitting in a room full of any number of Canadians and you say something like, "I wish America would just come up here and add our provinces and make us 13 new states," then if you say something like that, then in every room in Canada, there'll be at least 2 Canadians in every room that will go, "Oh my God, you wouldn't want that because they have to spend $56,000 just to have a baby down there because they have no health care." And I just don't
I have a
buy it.
question.
I'm like, there's no damn way that's true, is it?
Yes.
I have a legit
If you
question.
don't
I have a
believe it,
legit question.
You are paying $56,000 to have a baby. 100%.
Is it
It-
really?
I have a legit question
Go.
because I don't know this. I keep hearing this stat and I don't know if it's true, and I have not been interested enough to research it. Is y'all's medical system that much better than ours? I keep hearing it is, but then I hear it isn't. But I have not researched it because honestly, I've got a good job. My wife has a good job. We have good insurance, so it doesn't matter to us. But there are people that it does matter to. So is it that much better? Because you hear people say, well, I can have a baby. It doesn't cost me anything. And other people say, yeah, but you got to wait a year to do whatever. I'm
have a
honestly
baby?
curious about that.
Baby
Okay,
comes out at 2 years old like, what's
Bad
up?
example, Dick. Bad example.
Well,
the
here's
Canadian guy's
okay.
going to tell us.
Well,
Yeah.
in Canada,
in New
that
York.
it is a better healthcare system in the sense that if you need an operation, it's going to be free. If you're going to have a baby, it's going to be free. But if you get sick and you have to go to outpatients, you will get better before you see a doctor in that freaking waiting room. Like it literally is no sweat off of anyone's back to wait 18 hours to see a doctor in a free hospital. Like you go in outpatients. I don't know if it's like that in the States, but if you get the little thing on your wrist, have the chart,
No.
check your vitals, then you're going to sit your ass there until that time the next day at least. before you see anyone. If you need fucking pills for anything or just a prescription or anything like that, it takes all day, every day, because they're paid by the province. They're not held accountable for how many people they see. So they could be back there watching TV, flirting with nurses, picking their nose, whatever they're doing. They're not seeing people, and you got no recourse. You can't go anywhere else because that's how it is. So in some respects, it's better because you don't have to spend a gang of money if you need something serious. But if you just get generally sick and need some antibiotics, you better have a family doctor because you're never going to see anybody.
So locally here, the three of us, locally, at least my experience is if I get a cold, now I've got to go somewhere, get looked at, get medicine, it's not that bad. But that's mainly because, in my opinion, Richmond right now is not a hot spot for anything. I would imagine if you go in Texas, Florida, Mississippi with a cold, you're going to be sitting for a minute. Are y'all getting like overrun with COVID?
In Canada? Oh yeah, same as you. If they have the COVID side of the hospital and the everything else side of the hospital, it is a dog's breakfast. If you get sick, you're just going to stay home because it's not even worth it. You don't even want to go anywhere near the hospital because of how regimented and scary they have the whole thing set up. So no.
Do y'all have any mandates going on?
What's that?
Do y'all have any sort of mandates going on with masks or vaccinations or whatever?
They're getting there. They're trying to wait till almost everybody's vaccinated before they start saying if you don't have vaccines, you can't do enter thing here. Travel, stand in line, be here, whatever. They haven't done that yet because they're waiting for everybody to get poked first. Because if they say that on day one and there's only 20%, then everybody will have a outrage, right? So they're kind of easing that in, but yeah, it's definitely coming.
We have a question from a viewer in South Carolina.
Scary as hell.
We have a question from a viewer in South Carolina. She wants to know how that's all fun and dandy, but how much do you get taxed? What percentage? Georgia, sorry. What did you pay in taxes for that?
You mean you don't pay by?
Do you have a payroll tax? Do taxes come out of your paycheck?
Yeah, absolutely. You get paid,
and that goes for infrastructure and things like that.
The more you make, the more you pay. It's the same as everywhere else.
That's not the same here. That's definitely not the same here. No.
Well,
the more you make, the less you pay here.
Oh, okay. Well, for myself, I pay about a third of my paychecks in income taxes. About a third. If I earn $3,000, I pay $1,000, and that's the quick and dirty conversion.
I mean, that's close. I think I pay 28%. So I mean, that's close.
We have a viewer from wherever you mean, Aaron, Scott's sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scott pays 4% tax. His accountant handles all of that.
That's it.
I wish that were true.
Yeah.
When I started watching, I thought you guys were all in the same area, and I didn't know that you guys were all in different areas of the United States until later.
We're not. We all live within 2 miles of each other.
Yeah, no, we're all right here together. I just have a green screen for this behind me. That's not a.
Yeah, I know that much.
But yeah, no, we're.
I would say realistically, we're probably all within 5 to 10 miles. I know I'm 3 miles from G.
But you're closer to my, like you're 3 miles further away from like old Mechanicsville, right?
Yeah, I live in York Point now.
I don't know where that is.
It's very bougie.
Yeah.
Super bougie.
Yeah. I'm a little out of country, but not that far. I'm about 10 minutes.
My tea time got canceled today. We had some presidential shit to handle, so it was rough.
Your tea time?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that what you call it when you go play golf every day? Yeah. There you go.
I try to play once a week, man. That's it. One
is
day
is he frozen? Is G frozen? He hasn't moved.
No, he's asleep.
Oh, there he is. Okay, he's still there.
TJ.
Right before coming on, now he's getting kind of sleepy.
TJ.
Yeah.
No, hold on. We have a question for you from a live viewer. They don't want to be on camera, but they have a question for you. But she's flipping the quesadilla real quick, and then she's gonna go nameless. The mega rich have the money. All right, hold on. You ready, TJ? I'm just gonna give the in-ghost guest the microphone. Okay.
Okay.
Speaking in reference to the U.S. insurance versus the Canadian insurance, and the one big difference
Can't hear you.
between the U.S. insurance, the Canadian insurance is if, say, I get a vaguely ill, which we all do, children do, whatever here, within 24 hours or within a minute, we can go to urgent care or we can go to our primary care within 24 to 48 hours, right?
Right.
In Canadian insurance, they're going to make you wait. If it's not something life threatening or serious, you're going to wait a bit of time.
A bit.
That's because here there's a cap, there's a case rate to every person that walks in. So they're going to see you immediately because they're going to be paid a case rate for you. So
Okay.
TJ, I've been through this so many times with my kids, and I literally had to fight for them to save their lives because I knew the case rate. And I had to make somebody do more than the case rate to make sure they were testing more. Somebody had to learn how to code. Somebody had to spend late nights, whatever they had to do to make sure they were checking all the boxes and doing their diagnostic liability within that practice, which every doctor takes an oath. I don't care if you're US, I don't care if you're Canadian. We all take an oath. That's all there is to it. So here, every person has a case rate. Every insurance company is going to pay a certain case rate. So if you have a really good insurance, you're not going to require pre-approvals or you're not going to require authorizations for certain things. So your doctor's going to be like, come on in, we can see you immediately. But if you require prior approvals or pre-authorizations, it's going to take you about 24 hours. And then after that, if your daughter says that she's sick and we're during the pandemic, they're going to say, okay, we could either do a coronavirus test or we could do a strep test. But they're going to.
This has to be Mama G.
Huh?
Mama G knows I only got daughters. I only got girls.
No, but my son's been through it because my son had strep and pneumonia over and over and over again until it went to his brain. And they were not testing for it because he didn't have all of the symptoms and he was only worth a certain amount of a case rate at that doctor. So it's very important to understand how the insurance company works. Everything is for profit. All doctors are for profit. All insurance companies are for profit. In the Canadian insurance, it is very different because if you break your leg and you go into the Canadian insurance, you're not going to be bankrupt. If I fall down my steps tomorrow, I will be bankrupt.
If you don't have insurance.
If you don't have insurance, you will be. And there's a good possibility that most Americans that do have insurance might possibly be bankrupt. And if you have something that you don't know what's going on and you're just worrying about what could possibly be going on, like when we had issues, we didn't know what was happening and we just had to figure out what's happening. You could possibly wind up with tens of thousands of dollars of medical bills.
Oh, you will.
You will.
Yeah, you will. And that's what I was getting at. Like when I had to go when COVID first started, I don't know, Scott, you probably didn't, but G, you probably did. Like I had a post where I was taking my oldest to get tested because I thought she had it. And I stopped at the gas station to get fuel on the way there. And as I walked in, just the wrong guy caught me at the wrong time and saying, hey, why do you have a mask on? And I'm like, dude, normally I would let this pass, but today's not the day. Now, granted, this was like April last year. Everybody was absolutely terrified. And my daughter is now 7. She was 6 then. And while we were sitting in the pediatric parking lot, it was a triage unit. I mean, they had just tents set up to test little kids. And I broke down in the parking lot. And I always say I've always been a tough guy until I had my first kid. After that, I was done. Like you could have squeegeed me across the floor when she was born. And I've got 2 little girls. And no, luckily she did not.
That's good.
But I mean, I don't even, I can't comprehend, like, watching the news now, and I understand that half of what you see is wrong, but I just can't wrap my head around, like, if you do have it and you're in the hospital for a week and a half. My stepfather had it. He was in the ICU for 3 months. Luckily, he was a vet. So, I mean, he didn't pay anything, but his medical bill would have been like $600,000. Like, you can't get back from that. You just can't. I can't. So, I mean, there are certain.
Scott could.
That's like getting in the. That's making the cut on a weekend at one of his tournaments.
We know
Yeah, we got
that
off the
comes with
topic,
being,
but we
you
had
know,
a second question for
Scrooge
Tony
McDuck, right?
Romo. Second question for Tony Romo is,
Was that Mama G?
I can't
Yeah, it
confirm or deny.
That was
Of
that was
course.
either Mrs. G or Mama G. I can't tell which.
They're the same. They're the same person. They're the same person. Shout out to Mama G.
Do you have a tax? Do you have a second tax? They've heard that some people do. Like, do you guys have an income tax, and then obviously you pay tax on everything that you buy? Is there a school tax? How do y'all do
there's a income tax, and then there's what they call CPP. It's the old age pension. You pay into it for every working year of your life, and then they try to make an excuse not to give it to you when you're 65, even though they're supposed to. But
Social
it comes off every
Security.
Canadian's check.
Yeah, we call that Social Security in the United
Same
States, and it's
Did your
essentially
when
the
you
same
were a
thing.
kid? Did your dad say that your Social Security probably wouldn't even be there when you get older?
Oh yeah, repeatedly. Save your money, kid. It ain't going to be there. They're going to take it from you.
Damn.
Same
Well, how cold is it in the winter? How's the coldest where you live in the wintertime?
Okay, so now
Hey
you
G,
got
by the way, thank whoever that was for explaining that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But that is a real thing, right? So
They
you,
left
if
the
you do
studio.
have a kid in America, there is a $56,000 invoice just to pick a number, and somebody has to pay it, whether it's your insurance or out your pocket, or you got to sell your car.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Both of my kids were north of 50 grand.
Unless you're in the military. It
Well,
costs
Let me
about
tell you,
$20.
No,
I had heard,
but see, I don't use my military insurance.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't have. You would have had to. She would have had to be pregnant and married to you while you were in the military.
Right. What I'm saying is that now that even with VA benefits, both of my daughters, I've only got 2 kids. Both of my daughters, one was 52, the other was like 58 grand. Out of pocket.
well,
Out
out of pocket. Jesus Christ.
that's what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah.
how you get it? Like I know Scott would just go over to the money pit and pull it out there like Scrooge
Right,
McDuck.
yeah.
But the
He
rest of
opens
you
a sock
didn't
drawer.
have that in your checking account, would
Yeah.
you? Like I don't.
Yeah. No. Scott has that. He opens a sock drawer. He gets a band, and he hands it to whoever.
Holy
has to
shit!
do.
Look at Dave with glasses on. He's slowly turning into Scott. Look at this shit.
Ah,
Wait a minute. I don't have my
We got
glasses
two
on.
pretty. We got two
No.
pretty motherfuckers on here and two.
that's
ugly
why
ass
I'm the
motherfuckers.
bootleg Canadian host in case he's not
That's right.
available.
He's bootleg. He's
I didn't go get my red
replacement.
shirt on.
That is fair.
Did you boot him?
I
Oh,
didn't do
shit.
that. I didn't do it.
Oh.
I swear.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah. What was it?
It was I forgot. Oh, the My Pillow guy changes Trump's return date to the White House to January 1st. I know. He keeps
Dude.
changing it.
All right. So first of all, I'm going to say this: that guy is fucking nuts, like real
nuts.
crazy, like for real.
Dude, he is awesome. He is the best TV around.
And you know, I'm mostly amused by his craziness. But there's people who actually believe in the shit he says, even when time after time after time after time he's proven to not have anything. They still want to listen to him. It just this shit drives me mad.
He had that big cyber symposium. I'm learning all these cool words on this podcast.
Yeah.
And that was the big release date. And then they get up on stage and It's all chaotic, and they're like, "Oh, we've been hacked. They're stopping it. We'll get it straight." Like, oh, by the way,
the best part of
the whole time is his freaking promo code was in the top corner of the video the whole time for My Pillows. It's like this.
Now, the best part of the Cyber Symposium was when they pulled up, and being an IT guy, I love this. I wanted to watch it. They pulled up their cybersecurity guy, and he was going to prove, like live on the prompter, where all the votes were coming from. And this motherfucker pulled up a split screen, and he was just moving like he was looking at a file explorer tree. That's all it was. And he's like, yeah, so this, if you look at this, and I'm like, yeah, no, dog, that's just go to my documents if you're going to do this. And click on the picture. Just click on the fucking picture photo. Like, I don't know what you're doing right now. I loved it. My whole system administrator team watched it at the same time, and we came unglued laughing at this guy. And finally, he was like, I got nothing. I don't know what. Sorry you paid me to come here for nothing. I got nothing. It was beautiful.
I love you.
Love you too.
By the way, your question about mandates, they've actually started in Canadian universities not letting people in. Even if they paid their tuition, they're not allowed to go back next semester unless they're fully vaccinated.
They're doing that here.
That was another question I had. So I'm torn on I personally do not think it's right for a business to require a vaccine. I understand the concept of it. I don't think it's right, but I don't think there's any way to get around it. At this point, I have no sympathy for the people that get on TikTok and Facebook and they're crying and boo-hooing. I'm a nurse and my hospital is going to make me get the vaccine. Then get a different fucking job, bitch. I don't know what to tell you. Like, at this point, I have no more sympathy. I'm done with it. If my job was to tell me you have to get the vaccine to keep your job, I have a mortgage and kids and other shit.
Man,
I will go get. I don't like it. No, fuck that. Not the man. Like, I got shit I have to. I'm not going to be homeless for a principle that I may or may not believe in. That's not going to happen. My kids got to eat. I need a house. I don't agree with it, but I would do it.
Say, man. That's what they told you to say, man.
That's and that's fine. Like I said, I don't agree with the concept of mandating an employee to be vaccinated in order to keep their job. That being said, if my employer said get this or find another job, well, I have a really good fucking job, and it seems to be the only people that are complaining also have really good fucking jobs. It's nurses and doctors that are saying, well, you can't make me do this. Okay, then go somewhere else. Well, go to Texas, go to Florida or Mississippi where they don't require it.
Look on the other side of things. They're both nurses and doctors, and they don't want to take it. Why?
Then don't. But get a different job. Stop bitching and complaining.
They may know something we don't know.
They don't know anything.
They don't know shit.
They don't know shit.
They don't. There's nothing you can tell. A random nurse at Patient First on 360 by Walmart bitching and complaining.
Why you got to put in
about getting? It's in front of Texas Roadhouse.
These are the particularly dumb nurses, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying that person's individual opinion. Yeah.
He don't know what Patient First is, bro. He don't know what Patient
It's right up the street. That person's individual opinion on this vaccine is not going to outweigh the multitude of people that do this for they've been doing it for 40, 50, 60 years following the same science. Like, whether it's right or not, I don't care. But if I'm going to have to choose who I'm going to believe, whether it's Tiffany at the Patient First or the doctor with the WHO and the FDA and all them, I'm going to trust them. So Tiffany can go fuck herself and get a job on OnlyFans or somewhere else. I don't know. But like, there's all these videos of these people crying like, my job is going to make me get a shot or I'm going to have to quit. Then fucking quit. Like, I don't know what to tell you. At this point, I have no more sympathy. I don't.
I absolutely think every healthcare worker should be mandated. And I'll tell you one reason why. Because if those motherfuckers, if there's some percentage of them that aren't smart enough to take the vaccine, I don't want them caring for me.
But you can't say that because the people they're caring for, or a certain percentage of the people they're caring for, also have the beliefs they do. So you can't say this motherfucker.
I don't give.
I agree.
If you're not smart
I
enough
agree.
to
I'm
take
just
the
giving you
vaccine,
the
you're
devil's
not smart
advocate
enough to
argument.
No, I know what he's saying. If it was Walmart or something, go find another job. But what he's saying is they actually taking care of sick people, could get the vaccine and give it to you when you go to get taken care of. I mean, get the vaccine, get the virus, and then you go see them and they have it and they give it to you and
No,
they're
that's
supposed
not
to
what
be
I'm
taking
saying.
care of you.
I think the people that allow this
that's not really what I was
with the
saying.
job thing, it's under the verbiage of employers are responsible for providing employees with a safe place to work, and I think that's the justification that they're using to make everybody.
It's a liability issue for the employer at the end of the day.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That's usually the prevailing argument is that we need a safe place to work, and in order for you to provide that, you have to insist that everyone gets a shot, because everybody in Canada who works for the government, because all the nurses are unionized here, so it doesn't matter how they feel individually unless they really want to go butthurt, because as soon as the nurses union voted with them, that's it. They got to get their damn shot, whether they like it or not.
I'm moving to Canada and switching my opinion on bacon. I don't.
Hell yeah, nurses union. Holy shit, that's crazy.
And they got to do what the prevailing opinion is. They got to go with the union. And everybody who's working in the provincial government right now or in the federal government is all getting double vaccinated. I'm only one shot in. I still got to get my second one.
And if you disagree with that mandate, you just go get a different job.
Well, you better do it quietly, or you'll be out of your job.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The people here, they're making a massive push, and then you have all these different governors like DeSantis and Greg Abbott that are like, there's a lady in Washington State that runs a nursing home that is exclusively hiring nurses that do not want to be vaccinated to come work at her nursing home.
Nursing home's a different story. Those people have no choice. Those old people that are old enough to be our parents, because we're all in the same age group, if you're stuck with someone looking after you and they refuse to be vaccinated and they're 40 years old and they're probably going to survive it and you're 88 and you're not, that's some shit. That's a different topic to me. People who work in nursing homes should be vaccinated regardless.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That is, at least here, that is one of the most susceptible people to this virus. And this lady is exclusively hiring all the people that are on TikTok and Facebook and everywhere else saying, the hospital is going to fire me if I don't get a shot. She's like, well, just come work here with all these 85-year-old people that are going to get sick after 2 minutes.
Would you be upset if you were paying $3,000 a month to have your dad there? Like, fuck, I would be.
Was her last name Cuomo by chance?
My sister-in-law.
I'm not a Cuomo fan, by the way. It might sound like I'm going to defend all of them, but no.
You used to be.
No, I never did. And Cuomo needs to be locked under the fucking jail. I was never a hardcore, staunch Democrat. Everybody
under the
hoorah, blue.
We don't even know what he did.
We know he did enough.
You never used inappropriate language before?
I've used inappropriate language with everybody on here except for anything else.
His name is Canadian Bacon Boy.
Canadian Bacon Boy.
Oh, fuck yeah. Change my name to Canadian Bacon Boy. That'll get the trolls going.
Yeah.
That's actually sort of better. I don't know. I just don't know where to go with this anymore. I thought a year ago we were at the extreme point of it, and I was like, wow, everybody's going crazy. And now, at least here,
I'm just over it.
It's on a new level. I don't, and I'm fully vaccinated, but at this point, putting on a mask, I don't care. I've never cared. It's like putting on my hat or my shirt when I leave the house. It's just another part of the wardrobe. And I still run across people that are like, why you got your mask on?
Right.
Like, I want to fucking kill you.
Let me just say that I got some actual N95s.
Of course you did.
And it has, because I was going on this trip, I was a little nervous about flying, all of that stuff. But it has silicone.
Did you pay for them with Bitcoin?
No. Anyway, it has silicone, so it seals around your face. And I wore a mask today from about 11:30 until pretty much straight through until about 7:30. It's 7:15. And let me tell you, I get, if I had to do that every day, all day, that would be tough. It would be tough. It's not, it just gets bothersome after hour after hour after hour.
You still wear it, and we even know that Fauci's email proved that it doesn't work, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not tougher than dying. That's how I look at it. I don't.
Wait a minute, Canadian bacon boy. Do you know who Fauci is?
Yes.
Okay.
Barely.
Yeah.
But
He didn't
yeah.
know.
So, well, we were in where we were
He
in
just
Memphis.
searched shit. No, I live in an igloo. I don't know who any of these people are.
You do live in an igloo.
Ignorant
Yeah.
mofo.
Well,
I had
look,
to go
we're
park
telling
my
Cuomo
dog sled
jokes.
and then try to
The
look it
first
up. while
podcast he was
watching.
on, we're telling Cuomo
got a
jokes,
dog
and he's
sled.
not snickering. Or I'm looking. I'm like, do you know who Cuomo is? He's like, I have no idea.
He's still riding my ass about it. That was like 6 weeks ago. Nobody
A couple
says,
weeks
hey,
later,
you
you
don't
knew
remember
who he
who the
was.
Prime Minister of Canada is. I'm still
what's
taking shit
Canada-
over Cuomo.
What's Canada's equivalent to Fauci? Do y'all have like a pandemic czar or whatever? I don't know.
Pandemic czar. Yes, we do. And I can't remember what her name is. It's some Chinese girl that represents Canada, but we're always listening to
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
She at least
Chinese
French?
girl.
Hold on, I gotta ask freaking Mrs. Beach
French
here. What is it?
Asian?
Dr.
Is
Tam
that
is her
your
name anyway.
grandson?
It's some Chinese girl.
Is your grandson there?
Huh? No.
Oh.
That was my wife.
So Canada's
He has a
so
kid that's
Canada's
like 4 and a
pandemic
grandson that's like
expert-
4 months old.
Canada's pandemic expert on the China virus is a Chinese lady.
Well, she's no. Hang on now.
Got it.
I don't know.
Got it.
Listen, if you line up a Korean, a China person, a Japanese person, a Vietnamese person,
Wait a minute. Hold
I don't
on
know
before
what
you
the
finish.
difference is. So
Before you finish, we might offend some people.
that's what I'm saying. Is before I shoot my mouth off, she is Asian. I don't know what her nationality is, but her last name.
Okay,
is
that's fine.
And that's it.
All right, fair enough. But what did I say? Like, is y'all's news like as detrimental and devastating end of the world as ours is? It doesn't matter. Actually, yeah. If you watch one, we're about to die next week.
TJ, obviously you haven't been watching the podcast because you're asking the same exact questions I asked him. I was like, y'all got fake news? Who's your fake news? Who's your fake news?
I mean, I haven't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be informed. I've missed a week.
Watch the podcast.
Watch the podcast. You got to catch up, man. It's all about the replay.
My bad.
Look, he's all
Disregard
excited.
my question.
He's like, oh, why do you guys call your bacon and it's ham? Why do you call it bacon?
Yeah, I thought I was going somewhere. My bad. I didn't know you answered that last week. I'll go watch the replay.
Do you guys drink milk?
Thank you.
Do you drink milk? Did you ask him that for real?
Say that
Do you
again?
drink milk?
Are there cows in Canada?
Yes, but they're all frozen.
Yeah.
It's
You
all
didn't
like
answer my question from earlier. What is the winter like where you live? I think some of Canada is nice weather and some is like a frozen
Canada's
tundra.
nice. It's the same as the States about 4 months of the year. During the winter, it's cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. But I'd have to do
Beastie
Fahrenheit
Boys reference.
temperatures here to give you an idea.
That's a good reference. That's a really good reference.
Do you know who the Beastie Boys are?
Yep.
Yep. What is a brass monkey?
I think
what's
it's
40
The monkey
degrees?
monkey.
Minus 40 Celsius Fahrenheit.
What is a brass monkey, Scott? You're the
What is
oldest
Celsius?
here. Look, Scott, you're the oldest
Right.
dude in here, and this dude has a grandson. He's a gilf.
I feel like I've got about a year, maybe 18 months. And Robert.
Until you have a baby?
Don't,
Until you
Robert,
have a grandbaby?
Yeah, I think. Well, Robert's getting married in October, so I figure maybe end of
Oh.
next year.
Damn.
I would have figured that I would have figured Scott's grandkid was either on the tour or getting people out of Afghanistan by now.
I think Scott will definitely be a gilf. I think this Tony Romo lookalike could be a gilf. My son's not old enough. I'm good looking now. I don't know if I'll be a gilf. But TJ,
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You got no fucking shot.
Yeah, no, dude. This is a rough life right here. This is nah. That's a nah. Nah. I have no expectations of being a gilf at any sort of looking at it. No, it's not gonna happen.
That was impressive though.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to make my daughters happy.
Temperature, but in the wintertime it gets down to about minus 40.
Like
that's about as cold as it gets.
Instead of a milf, it's
minus 40
in Celsius, but I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. So
Craig Robinson says, "Thanks, thank you, Canada, for
1.8 and 32."
Shania
Thank
Twain
you, USA, for Hot Tub Time Machine. You phony. I know that.
Hold on, Shania Twain is from Canada.
Yes. As badly as Americans wanted to believe she wasn't.
And Drake. Oh my god. Do you know who Drake is?
The rapper guy?
Is he too American for you? Drake? Drake?
I mean, they could take back Timberlake and Drake.
They're too white. This panel's way too white for that joke.
I know who Drake is, the rapper dude.
I know, but
that dance when they were doing the dance inside their car and they run over on the cliffs and stuff.
Soldier Boy was on one of the radio stations and they were like, "Oh, Drake's better than you." He was like, "Drake." Like it went viral here, but I know in Canada y'all don't have the internet yet. Still 56K and that shit.
Yeah.
Isn't Canada just like a big ass Alaska?
That's it. The whole fucking thing.
Hey, I do have a question. Since we brought up Craig Robinson,
I have a question.
I'm not.
At what point in time does Mysterio still think Craig Robinson is Craig Robinson, or is he past that now?
He doesn't even like talking about it. I tried to bring it up when he was here, and he's like, "Nope, not talking about it." I knew that they were fucking trolling him about this. So
where is Jason? I'm calling.
I was like, "What about the Hot Tub Time Machine dude? Did you get to talk to him?" He's like, "No,
dude,
man, shut up."
He was. There was one episode. It might have been a month or two ago where like they were on at the same time, and he stood up. He was like,
"Hey, listen! In Canada, in Canada, does your phone ring like this?"
Yes.
Or does it sound different?
Except we have to manually crank it, you asshole.
You gotta wind it. You gotta wind it.
What up, dog? You live on the podcast? Got the call in jank right here. What's up? We're missing you, man.
Don't worry, give me like 30 minutes. I'll be
30 minutes. We might be in bed.
30 minutes.
All I know is you better hurry up.
I can tell you, I'm not gonna be here in 30 minutes.
I'm not. That's a hard pass. 30 minutes. No.
All right, so check this out.
I'm gonna jump real quick though.
Yeah, he's gonna come back on. He's gonna come on real quick, or not real quick, but.
Hey, you're not watching this game at all, are you?
No, don't tell me nothing.
This is a weird fucking score.
Don't tell me nothing. Don't.
How about I tell you the score, but not who's got what?
Don't tell me nothing. I'm recording it.
G's got $100 on the game.
It's 7?
I told him not to.
Told him not to. That's right. Someone other than me.
I don't want to know. And I've been getting texts this whole time, and I told everybody, don't fucking tell me. Yeah, it's a preseason game, but yeah, I don't want to know.
Dave, here's a weird little anomaly. We're gonna jump back to what you were saying about how cold it gets there. You said
7.
Fucker.
You said it gets down to minus 40. The conversion in Celsius, the conversion to from minus 40 Celsius to Fahrenheit is also minus 40.
I was doing the same thing you just did. I was Googling.
This was the part of the podcast. Oh, everybody gets bored and goes to sleep and falls asleep on the podcast.
Shut up, man.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Scott, I'm telling you, this guy is like your fucking twin here, man. I did not know Shania Twain was from fucking Canada. This is exciting.
I think I heard that.
You know it now.
For sure. All right, did we even get to our topic? The pillow guy.
Well, what else
was the pillow guy?
January
Mike
1st.
Lindell.
Is there any constitutional way? I know I asked you this about November, late November. I know I asked you about December 15th. I know I asked you about January 6th. I know I asked you about January 23rd. I know I asked you about February 15th. But is there anything in the Constitution that will put Trump back in the White House on January 1? Go.
No. Fuck no.
Not a chance.
Fuck. Double fuck no. Hell
Don't
no.
shake your head no, Canadian guy, because you don't know our Constitution.
I know
Trust
that
me.
the pillow guy is never going to get him out of the country. I was reading the story.
Yo, he's in a big. How about that big old lawsuit he's got with Fox News, bruh?
Oh,
Fox
with
News.
Dominion voting systems, yeah.
Yeah, they're
He's
suing
gonna get
him, but
hammered.
he's suing Fox because they stopped running his ads. It's like, what?
Oh, really? Yeah, that's stupid. You can't do that.
I mean,
That's
come
just
on,
dumb.
man.
That's just dumb.
Do you
Guy's an
have?
idiot.
Does anybody have a My Pillow?
I bought one.
He did.
Yeah, several years ago. And I hated it immediately. I mean, you can return
As
it.
soon as he smelled the Republican on it, he hated it immediately.
No. This was before he was any. I had no idea any of that stuff. But no, I was just just trying to find something more comfortable to sleep on. And I heard the commercials all the time at the gym, and it was like it's like a bag of rocks. I mean, not really rocks. It's more like I don't know. It's very lumpy. It's a very fucking lumpy pillow. Is all it is, and I just didn't.
Basically, what we're trying to say is he's not a sponsor, so fuck My Pillow.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, to each his own. If you like the product, I wouldn't buy it now, even if it was the most comfortable pillow in the world.
I have a Trump bed.
What?
What?
I have a Trump family bed. He used to make a line of furniture. I could show you. I'll take a picture one day and put it on the podcast. I have a Trump. I think it's called Trump Family mattress and bed spring.
Really?
My wife loves it. I hate it. But she's a Republican and I'm a Democrat. So,
She is not.
She is not. I think she's an independent as well as so am I.
Independent?
What
I
are
always thought she was
your
pretty progressive.
political parties up there called?
The Canadians, they have a bunch of them. The only two choices really are liberals and conservatives. And nobody cares. Like, Americans are really polarized about this thing. At least that's what Canadians think. Like, they'll go to blows about it and whatnot. Canadians don't give a shit. Like, most of us don't vote anyway.
But that's what they're called. Like, if you're talking politics, be like, hey, are you a liberal or conservative? Like, that's the name of the party.
Yep.
Wow.
The liberals are everybody who's rich in Quebec, and the conservatives is everyone who's rich everywhere else. And then there's a few other ones if you care.
Very similar to the Democrats and Republicans.
Very same shit.
Yeah.
The major difference in politics in Canada and the States is that in the States, the individual states have a lot of power in their own state, and in Canada, the provinces don't. That's the major striking difference that I can tell is that like the provinces are just left to govern their own stupid shit, but really the power is all from Ottawa.
We had a civil war over that.
Yeah, and I mean, in one point, you guys didn't Texas secede from the states and then come back or something like.
Well,
those fucking Texas Democrats, they left for 2 weeks, took a vacation, went to the fucking river, and then they come back. What the fuck is that called? They had a name for it. A qua? Is it a qua or something?
They went
a
to
leave of absence from all the political party or something.
They went to the Mississippi River. How do you spell it?
M-I-S-S. No, M-I crooked letter, I crooked letter. I only know if I'm jump roping. Oh, I misspelled it. I'm only good at it when I'm jump roping. It's a good jump rope song. For sure. But I think
that is a topic anyway. Like, who cares about the pillow guy? Sorry.
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about something, Scott? We'll save your Graceland for next Sunday.
Yeah.
I really want to hear about Graceland.
For real?
Yeah,
for
it
real.
looked awesome. I'm a Elvis fan, bro. I would go to Graceland if it wasn't in Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, we were there. The primary reason for the trip was so that Michelle could bury her father's ashes.
Yeah, I heard. Go ahead and bring the whole podcast to a screeching halt.
Which is a downer. Yeah, no one wants to make jokes about
that. Yeah, sorry.
So.
But then we went and had fun. So and Graceland was pretty cool. I was a huge Elvis fan.
Did you have headphones on?
When I was a kid.
Were you
Huh?
listening to a story as you walked through each room? It looked like you had headphones on and a mask.
Yeah. They had like little iPads, and it was like little
That's pretty cool.
self-guided. Yeah, it was pretty neat. I was kind of excited about that. I liked the plane. That was really cool. Not just he had like, I don't know what it was, 747 or whatever.
Craig Robinson.
You see the shit he says.
For Daddy and Ivanka, but not Tiffany. For Tiffany, man. That's like nobody even knows that's his daughter. Like, oh, that's that other one.
Yeah.
That's that other stupid bitch.
Yeah, well,
social distancing from him long before it was ever a law.
Well, apparently it wasn't an awesome trip because you stalled out after 35 seconds. So maybe we won't talk about that on the next podcast.
No. I'm tired. I'll be honest with you. I am.
Yeah, I'm tired too, and I'm going to watch my football game. For
It ain't even over yet.
Shh. I'm recording it.
All right. Well, listen.
Is that all you did though? Just Graceland? I know y'all ate. Did you stay with family or you had to get in a hotel room? That's kind of crazy with COVID too, right? Hotel rooms.
Less crazy. We went with Michelle's.
Don't care. God, it's just me and you, kid. Just me and you. Sometimes you gotta let your fucking co-host know that he ain't fucking above anybody else. He can get don't care too, baby. I thought you'd enjoy that, Canadian Bacon Boy.
I'm always the one that gets it, so yeah.
CBB. That's your new nickname, Canadian Bacon Boy. Fuck all the rest of them. Go to YouTube, change your username to Canadian Bacon Boy. Okay.
Yeah, my friends will love that. Do you know who the hate mail came from?
Second. Hold on. There's friends in Canada?
Yeah, we pen pals,
How do y'all speak through the ice fucking cubes?
All right, kiss my ass. Are we done?
Anyways,
is that it?
That was awesome. Do you have anything you need to promote? Do you have a small business or anything?
Yeah, and then I start talking, you kick me off. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.
Well, I'm really upset that your daughter's not there. I've set up this interview and all these questions. He did it to himself. Don't care. Yo, shout out to everybody that come. Craig Robinson in the building. Aaron Michelle in the building. Who else? Corey I. Beast, aka the fucking Canadian Bacon Boy. Fucking, he's gonna change his name. Shout out to the Who Cares podcast for streaming this on their YouTube page. TJ Bell, Mickey Wright, my mom, June Hardenberg, everybody that joined the show. We love you. Sorry, Mysterio, but I gotta go. So you missed this motherfucker. You understand me? I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I love y'all millions. Okay? Everybody be safe. Put your mask on. Don't put your fucking mask on. I don't give a fuck. Get a vaccine. Don't get a vaccine. I don't give a fuck. I kind of give a fuck, but you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Tune in next Sunday, 7:30. Same day. What the fuck ever. Same great channel. Same day. Same Sunday. Same time. Same great channel. I got you. Smooches. Oh, new comments? Who is it? Or next Saturday? Are you on Wednesday? No, we're on next Sunday. We are on next Sunday until after Labor Day. When the kids go back to school, my practice will then be Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. So Wednesdays will be back. That's why I didn't change the opener. It still says Wednesday at 7:30. That's what it's going to be. But for this week, next week, the following week, about 3 weeks. So you figured out the Wednesday after Labor Day, we will be live in motherfucking full force. No, we won't, because I got a fantasy football draft that day. So the following Wednesday, but until then, we'll be on Sunday nights. You know where the fuck to see us. You understand? Just tune in, holla at your boy, and I'm your boy. I'm out.